Welcome to FootballGamePlan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 4 preview between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Diego Chargers. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys are coming off an impressive victory last week versus the St. Louis Rams. Now going into this ballgame versus San Diego, I really want to see a slot receiver develop and become a consistent threat, whether it be Dwayne Harris or Terrence Williams, the rookie. They're going to have to step up and make plays consistently, expand this offense, and it'll make that offense that much more dangerous or that much tougher to defend. Now, defensively, when you look at the front seven, that's going to be the key in this ballgame. How well can they get pressure on Phillip Rivers, and how well can they stop the run? I love the athleticism at the linebacking core. They're going to be without Anthony Spencer. He's gone for the year, so they're going to be shorthanded up front going against a shorthanded offensive line. So that's going to be the matchup you don't watch throughout the course of this ballgame. Now let's move over to San Diego in this ballgame, and offensively speaking, there's no issue at the skill positions. They still match up well versus any defense that they face. They can put points on the board. They can spread you out. They can attack you at every level, whether it be short, intermediate, or deep down the field. The question is, can they protect up front? They're going to be shorthanded this week along the offensive line. That's going to be the biggest concern moving forward. Now let's move over to the defense. When you think about San Diego and what they can do defensively, they can apply pressure. They may not result into sacks, but they can definitely be a nuisance in your offensive backfield. Versus Tony Romo, you have to treat him like Jake Locker. You do not want him to get outside of the pocket. Keep him boxed in, tackle to tackle, because you don't want a guy like Romo to get outside the pocket because he can't extend plays with his legs and hit big plays downfield.
I believe the Cowboys have a chance to hit a big play in a running game, running the counter out of the shotgun this week versus the San Diego Chargers. I'm going to show you how they can get that done. You see, you want to get DeMarco Murray to football. I love the way he's running it right now early in the season. And you see the base 3-4 front of the San Diego Chargers. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to kick out this linebacker. We're going to pull the backside guard. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the tackle, the tight end block down on the 5 technique. We're going to have the play side tackle work up to the backer, thus creating the opportunity to kick him out here. Boom. And we're going to lead DeMarco Murray in the hole, right behind that guard that's pulling, and hopefully running the daylight. So as you can see, quickly, just a quick counter play out of the gun, and it also gives the Cowboys that element of the read option. So if they want to come back to this counter, run a fake off of it, now you have the post going deep down the field. Now you have this tight end working over and settling down. Now you have a guy also running deep. So there's options for the Cowboys with this play. That's why I love the counter out of the shotgun, because it gives that read option illusion and also gives you big plays off of it with the play action pass. One thing I always say in my videos is the fact that you got to bracket a wide receiver or take their number one option away and force the other wide receivers to make plays consistently. But here's what bracketing means. Here's how you bracket a receiver. And the Chargers will have to bracket Dez Bryant. There's 2 ways. You can bracket with the linebacker in a corner, or a corner in the safety, or backer in the safety. 3 ways, actually. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to show you what a backer and a corner does to bracket. You have the corner riding over top. You have the backer walling off underneath. Bracket, keeping him contained, doubling. Now bracketing between a backer and a free safety, same rules apply. The safety doesn't drop. He's squatting because the backer is riding underneath. Now a backer and a safety, now you may have the corner jump inside to wall him off with the free safety playing cautiously over top. Bracket. So there's 3 ways to bracket a wide receiver, whether it be from the backer in the corner, the backer and a free safety, the corner and a free safety, and a corner in the backer. So I think I said corner and backer before, but that's how the Chargers can effectively play coverage versus Dez Bryant, taking him away, forcing Miles Austin and Terrence Williams to make plays. And also, this could be utilized versus tight ends and other wide receivers, but bracketing is going to be crucial in the game plan this week for San Diego versus the Dallas Cowboys.
The X factor in this ballgame for the Cowboys will be the safeties, whether it's Will Allen or Barry Church. They're going to have to be enforcers in the passing game over the middle, as well as being that alley defender versus the run. You can't let guys like Danny Woodhead or even Ryan Matthews get outside, because they can definitely take the distance. The X factor for the Chargers will be the obvious one, the offensive line. They're going to be without possibly 3 key players up front, so it's going to be interesting to see how well they protect Phillip Rivers in the passing game, but also how they open up holes in the running game, because they have to get some type of ground game going in order to knock off the Cowboys. Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this ballgame. For the Cowboys, I look at rookie linebacker Devontae Holloman in coverage. I think he can match up very well versus the future Hall of Famer Antonio Gates. They have to find a way to get him on the field in passing situations. And on defense, you also want to key on the offensive personnel of the Chargers. They tend to get predictable by formation, by personnel. If you see Danny Woodhead, 9 times out of 10 is probably going to be a draw or a screen. So key on offensive personnel in this matchup. And the run game is the best neutralizer of any defense that would love to get pressure on your quarterback. Run the football downhill, especially going against a 3-4 defense. And for the Chargers, the wide receivers must beat bump press. The Cowboys are a team that love to press their corners, so in order to have success in the passing game, those receivers are going to have to get off the line of scrimmage and enter their routes quickly. And on the corners, you don't want to give up inside release to the outside wide receivers. You want to force those guys to go outside, use the sideline as your friend, and that'll force Tony Romo to be consistently accurate throughout the ball game down the sideline. It gives you an opportunity to get over top and make a play on the ball if you're a safety. And you don't want to give DeMarco Murray the bounce to the outside. Here's a guy that does a great job in pressing the hole and then bouncing it outside. Now, if you want to spill him outside, you're going to have to make sure you clog up those inside running lanes and have your linebacker spill to the outside and make a play at or behind the line of scrimmage. I like the Cowboys in this ballgame. I like what they're doing offensively. They're getting everyone involved. They're moving with precision. And on defense, they're active, they're aggressive, and they're fundamentally sound. And right now, San Diego, while they do have a very good offense, I can't trust that offensive line this week going against that Cowboys front four. So I like Dallas to go on the road out west and knock off San Diego. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Cowboy fan forums and Charger fan forums for always showing football game plan support.